Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
So, Dr. Yugandhar, we've been talking about the feminine, the awakened feminine consciousness. And we've been talking about how it helps in awakening the globe, in how does it help in global awakening? So would you like to share your input on feminine consciousness or?
Okay. Yeah, it's a honor. It's a honor to speak on feminine consciousness, Mansi. And we have in this session, as you all know, Robbie and Gunter, who are the other two panelists. Yeah, hi, Robbie.
There is Jayanti.
Jayanti Woods, and
I will just
have Justin Sharkey.
Yes.
Yeah. So Jayanti and Justin Sharkey are about to join us, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So meanwhile, as you all asked me, the importance of awakening of feminine consciousness, that's very important, right?
We would love to hear that from an awakened male. We would love to hear about feminine consciousness and how that works with global consciousness from a awakened masculine.
Yeah. Let us understand what is this feminine consciousness all about, as per what I understand, how I understand. Every human being has got these two qualities, masculine and feminine.
Yes.
Feminine consciousness is not related to woman. It is the properties of the consciousness. Properties of compassion, care, nurturing, yielding, winning by yielding.
Mm-hmm.
Not by domination, but by yielding.
No, we say in India, by losing you win.
By losing you win, yielding. So, if all the nursing staff of the world is replaced by men, most of the patients may die. The feminine consciousness in women is more dominating by way of yielding, caring, being compassionate, being kind, being generous. All these qualities are related to feminine consciousness. However, the masculine consciousness and the masculine properties are also equally important, like leading, thinking, analyzing, logic, reason, all these things. While intuition dominates in resonance with feminine consciousness, intellect dominates in resonance with masculine consciousness. So we need both head and the heart. While head is more dominating in men, heart is more dominating in women. While every man should learn from the heart aspects of woman, every woman should also learn from head aspects of man to make themselves more and more complete. Maybe that is the meaning of a marriage, when the man and woman live together and learn from each other. Every man should understand from his woman how much emotionally deficient he is. Every man must understand from his woman how much emotionally deficient she is. Because the reason why, if you observe the incidents of heart attacks across the world, it is the men who are suffering from heart attacks more than women. Though in medical fraternity, there is a saying, just for joke, as a joke, women do not suffer from heart attacks, but they create heart attacks. They break the hearts. Just for fun.
Dr. Yugandhar, I will remind you there are more women here on the panel.
They break the hearts. No, it's only a joke. In medical fraternity, it's said like that. So every man must learn from his woman how much emotionally deficient he is. So the emotional harmony, the emotional intelligence, the emotional balance, what is required for a man, every man must learn from women. Because women are more strong in heart. They know how to express. In the word emotion, there is a word called motion, the movement. So expression part of feeling, every man must learn. Man is very poor in emotional expression. While every woman must also learn from his man how much intellectually deficient she is. That means the head part, most of the men may not like it. But every woman has to accept the head aspect of man, while every man has to accept the heart
I have to jump in here. I disagree. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Try to
So
analyze
it's a holistic consciousness. In fact, even if you consider within oneself also we have feminine and masculine properties. Maybe the masculine properties are more dominant in a male, and feminine properties are more dominant in a woman. But yet, we need to balance the masculine and feminine qualities in oneself, whether it is a man or woman, biological man, biological woman. So, psycho-emotionally, we don't have gender. Spiritually speaking, we don't have gender. Only physical bodies have gender. When it comes to evolution of consciousness, we don't have gender. There is no man, there is no woman. We're consciousness, that's all. No duality here. Duality is on in the social reality, in biological genders. In spiritual reality, there is no gender at all. So, awakening to this reality, for me, the present world is suffering from lack of awakening of feminine consciousness. This is what I feel personally. Because the caring part, the nurturing part, the fostering part, the yielding part of feminine consciousness is very much lacking. All these years, the masculine properties have been dominating the world. Because of this, lot of chaos, confusion, anarchy, agitation, all types of controversies, contradictions. Everything is in turmoil. So the whole world needs a type of rebooting with awakening of feminine consciousness. Many women need to come forward. So as a part of this discussion today, with our wonderful esteemed speakers, Robbie and Gunter, Jayanti Woods, and Justin Sharkey, during the panel discussion, I will come at the fag end of the panel discussion to add a few words. There is a very great announcement at the fag end of this wonderful session on women empowerment.